What's up, NFL Reactor Nation? We are back once again for another wrestling WWE prediction video. We've got the first ever two-night SummerSlam this weekend, so let's jump right into these predictions. Starting off, we're kind of doing this backwards, but these two are probably going to be the main event. But we've got Gunter and CM Punk. Now, there's a lot going on in this rivalry, so I think, though, just because it is CM Punk will win. Now, my take on if Seth Rollins will cash in, that it's really, I don't know. Because, there's still all the talk of his injury could be a work or he could be really injured. I think there's a high chance he really is injured and doesn't cash in. But at the same time, I see where you can play an angle where he is really injured, but he still cashes in and takes the title hostage, and they try to fight to get the title back from Seth once he is back and healthy. I think that could be a route they could go down. I don't know. Maybe that's just my idea, but we will see. All right, John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. Once again, we've got these two fighting. A lot of talk about Rhodes turning heel. I think this time it could be true. Possibly we see Cena lose the title. I'm going Cody Rhodes with the win. Cena loses the title. The Rock maybe comes out there. Who knows if he's going to show up. You never know. But Cody turns heel in some form this weekend at SummerSlam and wins the title over John Cena. Up next, Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton. I think having the momentum from Queen of the Ring, Jade Cargill beats Tiffany Stratton for the title at SummerSlam. Where this goes, potentially Bianca Belair coming back, and then going after Jade for the title. But we will see with that as well. Up next, Blood versus Blood match. Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa, the champion. I think they are in a steel cage, though. So I think Jacob Fatu walks out with the U.S. Championship over Solo Sikoa. Maybe an attempt at an interference from the MFT's My Family Tree. I feel like there's going to be some sort of interference there, even though they are in a steel cage. We've seen it before. You can still technically interfere. But I think they've got a really good storyline going between Jacob Fatu, Jimmy Uso sorta in there, LA Knight as well. Kinda. He's kind of on Raw now. But yeah, I love that storyline with the My Family Tree, Solo Sikoa's bloodline, and Jacob Fatu. It's awesome. Alright, Women's Tag Team Championships. Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. It should not be a question that Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss walk out with the Tag Team Championships. And you add more heat to the Judgment Day storyline, and we come out with we get to see an awesome Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair tag team reign. I think that is where we go with that. Alright, Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. May I add, Dominic Mysterio, the greatest IC champion of all time. But I'm going to be honest. I'm definitely not biased. But I don't want Dominic Mysterio to lose his title. Although I think he probably will, so that's why I'm going to pick AJ Styles. I don't like the idea of Dom losing the title. One, it takes a lot of steam off of him that he needs to progress. And two, the AAA scene, though, like, I feel like that's another reason they could take the title off him, because he is in I'm pretty sure, a triple threat over in AAA next weekend for the AAA title. Don't know much about AAA, but yeah, so that's definitely going to be something to watch. And see if Dom does hijack AAA and take their world title. Alright, tag team action once again. Jey Uso versus the OTC Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. So we've got the Oracle is what nobody really knows if that's what we're fully referring to them as, the Oracle. But that's what we're going with. So, yeah, Oracle, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker versus Jey Uso and Roman Reigns. No doubt Roman's first match back, he wins it. He gets the pin in the ring, obviously. Jey Uso and Roman Reigns, no-brainer. I think there's a lot that could happen here as well. Seth, once again, could show up. We could see Jimmy Uso, possibly. There is a number of things, as I said, that could happen. But let's move on to the Women's World Title Triple Threat match. Naomi, the champion, versus Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, coming off the screw job of a Money in the Bank cash-in at not Money in the Bank, Evolution. Naomi steals the world title. Still do not think that should have happened. I think Rhea should be the champion. Here, I don't know if she's necessarily going to lose the title either. Maybe an interference from someone or some form of cheating from Naomi. But, unfortunately, I have to take Naomi retaining the title. Back in tag team action once again. Randy Orton Randy Orton and Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll, so excited to see him in the ring. Versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. Drew McIntyre. Randy Orton and Logan Paul are winning this match. I mean, why do I keep mixing them up? Randy Orton and Jelly Roll are winning this match. That'd be an odd tag team, Randy Orton and Logan Paul. I don't think I want to see that. But Jelly Roll, celebrity appearance, they're not going to have him lose unless they plan to screw them over in some way and have him show up on SmackDown more. Maybe become a wrestler, I don't know. But I think Jelly Roll, no doubt, picks up the W. And for what feels like the 5 millionth time, we have Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria. This IC title is going absolutely nowhere. It's on the road to nowhere. I hate the way this title is being booked. It should be on Bayley right now. or literally anyone else. But yeah, this is 2025 TKO. I think Becky Lynch retains. We have an interference from Bayley. She screws over Lyra Valkyria. Got a lot of tension there. Bayley obviously not doing anything. So the one and only thing she can do is interfere in this match and help Becky retain, and then maybe go on to challenge Becky for the IC title and finally win that title. And round 2 for Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross, we saw these two fight at Night of Champions. I don't really see the point for the second match. I'm not feeling a ton of excitement or draw in it. I do think, though, with this stipulation we have, that we should have Kross win. I'm taking Kross to win this match. And the reason why, as we saw on Monday Night Raw, Karrion Kross says, if I win, you have to get in the ring and say, Kross was right, Kross told the truth. And if Sami wins, he has to get in the ring. Kross has to get in the ring and say he was wrong. I think it is a really good decision for Kross to win and have Sami essentially turn to the dark side, have Karrion Kross be successful in his mission, and Sami turns heel. We see a whole new side of Sami, maybe a different hairstyle. I don't know. We get a whole new persona from Sami on this heel side, and maybe he can go capture that world title 2026. I see the vision. Got a vision for that. And last but not least, we have more tag action. The 6-pack tag. Really excited for this one. TLC ladder match as well. We've got DIY, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano. We've got the Motor City Machine Guns. We've got the Wyatt 6. We've got Andrade and Rey Fenix. We've got Axiom and Mason Frazier, and the Street Profits. So this match is going to be really good just from this absolutely stacked SmackDown Tag Team division. I think the Wyatt 6 retain. They can't lose them within, 2 weeks or 3 weeks of having them. That is not long enough for a Wyatt 6 reign at all. They deserve more than 3 weeks. But this card is really stacked. I'm excited to see the setup, the stage. We've seen some leaks. It looks like this is going to be a really good-looking stage. This event is going to be awesome. Just know it. But that is all for the prediction video. I'll see you guys in the next one, which will most likely be our review video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.